Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be talking about the new H-1B final rule that discusses an option for entrepreneurs who have their own company to sponsor themselves for the H-1B. This is exciting and I can't wait to share all the details with you. This is a brand new rule. We don't have all the details yet, and we'll kind of see what happens in this next cycle for H-1B. But what I'm going to do is kind of break down some of the requirements that apply to all H-1Bs, and we're going to pull insights from the L-1A new office and also the E-2 entrepreneur visa and see if we can glean some insights and provide guidance for anyone who's attempting to do this year. The company has to show financial stability and financial ability to pay the prevailing wage, right? Because one of the key tenets of the H-1B visa is that there's 4 wage levels and you need to be paid at least minimum of the level 1 wage in order to qualify for H-1B. That still applies to an H-1B petition filed by an entrepreneur. So I guess the question is, what if it's a startup? What if I don't have any income? What if I just created this company? How am I going to show that my company has the ability to pay? Well, in this case, I'm going to, pull from L1A new office. I would suggest creating a really detailed business plan where you talk about your plans for how are you going to create this business? What is going to happen in year 1, what's going to happen in year 2, in year 3. Show that there's an office space, submit the lease agreement. If there's any other employees that are already hired by the company, show that. Maybe you've been working for this company on OPT, great. What have you been doing? If you have bank statements, if you have a bank account open, I would submit that as well. Anything to show that the business is getting off the ground, that it's already in operations, and of course, once you join, right, you're going to hit the ground running, and you want to show the potential, right? So do a business study, and I'm sure you're already doing this, right? Because who wants their business to fail? Doing a market study to see, okay, who are our competitors? Doing a SWOT analysis. What is our competitive advantage, right? How are we going to survive in this industry? How are we going to make profit? And so ultimately, you have to show what's your plan so that your company can afford your wage. It doesn't hurt to have some money in the bank, maybe enough to cover your entire wage or part of it as you start off the business. If you are lucky enough to have investors, then great, let's show that. Submit and show that this business has potential. And we don't know if that's going to work because it's not technically for startups, it's for entrepreneurs. So that does imply that it could be already running or already operating. But hopefully there will be some leniency. And I think that's also why USCIS is saying that they're going to approve it for 18 months because it kind of gives you 18 months to prove that you can get the business off the ground and be profitable enough to pay your wage. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see what the RFE says, and hopefully we can find success with that. Another thing that you have to keep in mind is that even though it's for entrepreneurs, you still need to meet the core requirements of the H-1B visa to show that it's a specialty occupation, right? So there's 4 prongs for the H-1B. So you still have to show that your degree is directly related to the specialty occupation. So let's say you have a marketing degree, then you're primarily going to be doing marketing work for this company. If you have a accounting degree, then you're primarily going to be doing accounting, right? So hopefully you hire other people who are going to be handling other functions of the company, but that's going to be your primary role. In this case, the job duties are going to be very important, right? Because you have to break down all the tasks you're going to be doing. And I could easily see an RV saying that these job duties don't seem like they're complex enough or that they require a degree in a specialty occupation. So make sure your degree, you establish that nexus, right? Directly related, as we learned in the final rule. And especially be careful about the percentage breakdown. In a case like this, we would definitely do a breakdown to show that majority of the job duties are going to be specialty occupation. You can also establish a nonprofit organization and apply for cap exempt as an entrepreneur or as a beneficiary owner of a company or a nonprofit organization. Make sure that when you apply for nonprofit status, you do that with the IRS. That could take a year or even longer. So just keep that in mind. You need to have that 501c3 approval before you can apply for a cap exempt for USCIS. The difference between the H-1B entrepreneur visa versus the E-2 is that H-1B is really focusing on specialty occupation. So this is ideal for people who have a degree that's directly related to the work that they're going to be doing. The E-2 visa is primarily focused on the investment in the business, right? So here's a commercial enterprise. I'm going to invest, how much amount of dollars to make sure that this business is thriving. You want to show that it's not marginal. So it's very important that the E2 business is profitable, that it's not just to make a living, right? A livable wage. You're really investing in this business. You're creating jobs for the US market. And your job duties just have to be managerial, or you can be an essential employee. Also, the E2 is only restricted to certain nationals where the country has a treaty with the US. So a huge benefit of the H-1B entrepreneur visa is that there are no nationality restrictions, right? Anyone can apply. But the caveat or the catch is that, you have to be selected in the lottery first. All right, everyone, that's it for today. I hope you found it helpful. Good luck to everyone who's applying for H-1B this cycle. I hope you get selected and I hope your case gets approved. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to our firm and I would be happy to talk to you. Bye.